Hello, everyone. Welcome to Daily English Talks.
Hi, we are so happy you are here with us today.
I am Emily.
And I am Jack.
Okay, Jack, today's lesson is very simple, but so many learners get confused with it.
Yes, today we are going to learn how to use this, that, these, and those.
Jack, can I ask you something?
Of course. What is it?
Yesterday, you picked up my coffee cup, and you said, "Can I drink those coffee?"
I said, what?
You said, "Can I drink those coffee?" Jack. There was only one cup right in front of you.
I said those? For one cup? Right in front of me?
Yes, I didn't say anything, but inside I was dying.
Oh, no, that is so embarrassing. Why didn't you correct me?
I was saving it for today's lesson.
Of course you were, Emily. Of course you were.
You see, even Jack gets confused with this, that, these, and those, and that is completely okay.
But after today's lesson, I will never make that mistake again. I promise.
We'll see about that, Jack.
So, if you also get confused, you are in exactly the right place.
Encouraging. Stay with us until the end, and everything will become crystal clear.
And if you are new here, welcome to our Daily English Talks family.
Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell button so you never miss a new lesson. Okay, let's go. Okay, first, let's understand the basic idea behind all four words.
Yes, because once you understand the basic idea, everything becomes very simple.
So, this, that, these, and those are all used to point to things or people. We call them demonstratives.
Think of them like your finger. When you point at something, you use one of these four words.
Now, the difference is about two things. Number one, is it near or far?
And number two, is it one thing or more than one thing?
So, this, one thing, near you.
That, one thing, far from you.
These, more than one thing, near you.
Those, more than one thing, far from you.
Near and one, this. Far and one, that. Near and many, these. Far and many, those.
Say it with me. This, near and one. That, far and one. These, near and many. Those, far and many.
This, near and one. That, far and one. These, near and many. Those, far and many.
Perfect. That is the foundation. Everything else builds on this.
Don't worry, we have lots of conversations and examples coming up to make this super clear. Okay, now let's go deeper into this and that with simple examples.
This is for one thing that is near you, close to you, right here.
For example, you are holding a book. You say, "This book is very interesting."
You are eating a cake right now. You say, this cake is delicious.
Someone is standing next to you. You say, "This is my friend Sarah."
See? The book, the cake, the friend, all close to you, all one thing. So you use this.
Now, that is for one thing that is far from you, over there, not close.
You see a beautiful building across the street. You say, that building is so tall.
Someone is standing far away. You say, "Who is that man over there?"
You finished your meal, you push the plate away, and you say, that was the best food I have ever eaten.
Did you notice the last example? Even when something is finished or in the past, we use that because it is no longer right here with us.
Practice with me. This is my pen. That is your bag over there.
This is my pen. That is your bag, over there.
Now look around you. Find something near and say this. Find something far and say that.
Practice right now, wherever you are. Perfect. Now let's talk about these and those. Same idea, but for more than one thing.
These is for more than one thing that is near you, close to you, right here.
You are holding two books. You say, these books are very heavy.
You are showing your photos to a friend. You say, these are my holiday pictures.
You are pointing to the food on your plate. You say, these vegetables are so fresh.
Books, photos, vegetables, all near you, all more than one, so you use these.
Now, those is for more than one thing that is far from you.
You see a group of birds in the sky. You say, look at those birds. They are so beautiful.
You see shoes in a shop window. You say, those shoes look amazing.
You are remembering old times. You say, those were the best days of my life.
Again, did you notice? When we talk about the past, things that are gone, we use those because they are far from us now.
Say it with me. These are my books. Those are the mountains over there.
These are my books. Those are the mountains over there.
Now you know all four words. Near one, this. Far one, that. Near many, these. Far many, those.
You are doing so well. Keep going. Now, let's see all four words in a real conversation. Emily and Jack are at home.
Jack, what are you cooking? This smells amazing.
Thank you. This is my grandmother's special soup recipe.
Oh, and what are these vegetables here on the table?
These are carrots, potatoes, and onions. They all go into the soup.
And what about that big pot over there on the stove?
Oh, that is the soup boiling. It will be ready in 10 minutes.
And what are those jars on the top shelf?
Oh, those are my spice jars. I use them for cooking every day.
Can I use this spice jar here?
Be careful with that. It is very spicy.
This soup is, oh, so spicy.
I told you. I said be careful with that.
Water. I need water. Where is that glass?
Here, this glass. Drink.
Thank you. Note to self, always listen to Emily.
To viewers, did you catch all four words? This for nearby things, that for far things, these for nearby many, those for far many.
And also, always listen when Emily gives you a warning. Very important lesson today.
Now let's hear another conversation, this time at a clothing shop.
Emily, look at that shop over there. Let's go in.
Oh yes, I love that shop. They have beautiful clothes.
Oh, wow. Look at this shirt. The color is so nice.
Yes, this is really beautiful. What is the price?
This is a little expensive. Let me look at those shirts over there.
Walking over, picking up shirts. Oh, these are nice too, and they look cheaper.
You are right. These are much better value. I will try this blue one.
Pointing far. Jack, look at those shoes in the corner. They would go perfectly with your shirt.
Oh, those are amazing. Let me go and try those.
Waiting. Jack comes back, wearing shoes. Oh, Jack, those shoes look fantastic on you.
Thank you. And this shirt matches perfectly.
You know, this is going to be a very expensive shopping trip.
I know, but those shoes were calling my name. I had no choice.
To the viewers, did you notice? We used this and these for things close to us, and that and those for things far away. Shopping in English is easy now. Okay, now, very important part. Let's talk about common mistakes learners make.
And as always, I have personally made every single one of these mistakes.
We know, Jack, we know.
At least my mistakes are useful for the lesson.
Okay, mistake number 1. Many learners say, "This books are heavy."
That wrong. Books is plural, more than one. So we say, these books are heavy.
This is only for one thing. For more than one, always use these.
Mistake number 2, look at those bird in the sky.
That wrong. If there is only one bird, we say, "Look at that bird in the sky."
Those is for more than one. For only one far thing, always use that.
Mistake number 3, and this one is very common. That is my friend, when the friend is standing right next to you.
No. If your friend is right next to you, close to you, you say, this is my friend.
That is for far things. If someone is near you, always use this.
And mistake number 4, saying these informations or those advices.
Information and advice are uncountable nouns. They don't have a plural form. So we say this information and this advice, always singular.
Tricky, right? But now you know, and you won't make that mistake.
So remember, check 2 things before you speak. Is it near or far? And is it one or many?
Near one, this. Far one, that. Near many, these. Far many, those.
Say it one more time with us. This, that, these, those.
This, that, these, those.
Perfect. You are getting so good at this. One more conversation, this time at school, between 2 students.
Can you help me with this exercise? I don't understand it.
Sure, let me see. Oh, this is actually quite easy. Which part is confusing?
This sentence here, number 3, what does it mean?
Oh, this sentence is asking you to choose between this and that. Look, the object is far away, so the answer is that.
Ah, I see. And what about these questions on the next page?
These are a little harder, but don't worry, let's do them together.
Hey, what are those papers on the teacher's desk?
Oh, those are our test results from last week.
Those are our results? Oh no, I am scared to look.
Don't be scared. Those are just numbers on a paper. What matters is that you learn.
Going to get paper? Coming back? Emily! Look at this! I got a good score!
Really? Let me see that. Oh, wow, Jack, this is amazing. I am so proud of you.
I can't believe it. All those hours of studying actually paid off.
See? Hard work always pays off. This is your reward.
Did you catch everything? This and these for nearby things, that and those for far things.
And the lesson here? Study hard and good results will come, just like Jack. Wonderful. Now let's review everything, all in one place.
Yes, your complete guide to this, that, these, and those, right here.
Number 1. This book is very interesting. One thing near.
Number 2. This is my friend Sarah. One person near.
Number 3. That building is so tall. One thing far.
Number 4. Who is that man over there? One person far.
Number 5. These books are very heavy. Many things near.
Number 6. These are my holiday pictures. Many things near.
Number 7. Look at those birds. They are beautiful. Many things far.
Number 8. Those were the best days of my life. Many things in the past.
Number 9. This cake is delicious. One thing near and present.
Number 10. That was the best food I have ever eaten. One thing finished or past.
And our golden rule, one more time, together.
Near and one, this.
Far and one, that.
Near and many, these.
Far and many, those.
Say it with us. This, that, these, those.
This, that, these, those.
One more time. This, that, these, those.
Yes! Now you will never forget them.
You have worked so hard today. 10 phrases, 4 powerful words, and now you understand everything.
Use these words every day. Point at things around you and practice out loud.
The more you use them, the more natural they will feel. I promise. And that brings us to the end of today's lesson.
What an amazing lesson today, don't you think, Jack?
Amazing? Emily, this was the best lesson we have ever done.
See how naturally Jack used this just now?
I did. Did you hear that? I am improving.
And you are improving too. We can feel it.
Today, you learned 4 very important words. This, that, these, and those.
Near and one, this. Far and one, that. Near and many, these. Far and many, those.
You heard 3 real conversations at home, at a shop, and at school.
And you learned the most common mistakes, so now you will never make them.
Now, homework time. Look around the room you are in right now.
Point at something near you and say a sentence with this or these.
Then point at something far and say a sentence with that or those.
Write your sentences in the comments. We read every single one.
And if today's lesson was helpful, please give us a big thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow.
Inviting, subscribe to Daily English Talks and share this video with a friend who gets confused with this, that, these, and those.
After this video, those confusing days are over for everyone.
Perfect use of this and those, Jack.
Taking a bow. Thank you. I learned from the best.
New lessons every week, easy, fun, and real English just for you.
Encouraging. Keep practicing, keep learning, and never give up on your English journey.
Emotional and warm. We believe in every single one of you watching right now. You are doing amazing.
Jack and Emily, together, cheerful. Thank you so much for learning with us today. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.